Hi, so my name is Andrew. I'm driving with ambition, and I figured I would do a walk around of the Sabre. I haven't really seen it done yet, and I wanted to go over some of the special details on this car because there's so many. You know, I don't really know where to begin, so I'm just going to begin. Today I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Yesterday we had a really special day. Mind the P1 and the GT4 and the Regera. But really we're here for the Sabre. Now, not a lot of info is out on the Sabre yet, and I've seen a lot of people speculating online about what this car is all about. Really, what is a Sabre? Why is it? Who made it? I want to answer a few of those questions. So, to start off with, our McLaren Sabre here, owned by the Triple F collection. This is a car that has been in the making for about 2 years. The team at McLaren Special Operations, they've been working on all the aerodynamics and all the chassis differences because they wanted to make a show car for the road. Something that you could really use every day, but still looked absolutely mind-blowing next to almost anything. And as you can see, it sticks out even in this garage. It is a wild machine. This car is really not a rest of world car. This car was made just for the US market. And what that means. So with design, when you're starting on designing a car, you have to work on all the parameters that the government sets. How you can build a car, how safe it has to be, crash testing, all of that. So for the US market, you can do a couple things that are really unique, and that's what makes this car special. So you can have an angle in the front of the car that you couldn't really have on a European car. So they had a little bit more freedom of design. For example, on the side view mirrors here, you won't see those mirrors on another McLaren. They're a very unique shape because we can have a different size parameter for the side view mirror. So in the front of this car, you're gonna have some similar aero to the Senna, where you have the flaps in the front on either side, and they can adjust depending on speed, braking, turning, how much downforce is needed at either side. But one of the unique things on this car is we have McLaren's first active rear diffuser. So, back at the back of the car, because this is probably my favorite angle of it. But in the back here, there are actually 3 planes inside this diffuser, and they all work as one. And so you have these active flaps in the diffuser, and that's how it can control the back end, because this is fixed. But you'll see on the side plates, there was a lot of inspiration from the F1 car. You'll see how some of these angles work with each other. You can see they got inspiration from there. And again, kind of like I mentioned before, this car is a show car for the road, so every angle of this is supposed to be exciting. Having these little hexagonal vents here for getting the heat out, having these little exits here, it gives this incredible view when you're inside the car because it just feels special. You look in the rearview mirror and you just see these little vents and a bit of engine and this big dorsal fin. Everything about this car is exciting. Down here, the wheels. So this is a 5-axis CNC machined wheel. Each one of these takes about 150 hours for that CNC machine to mill out. It's just mind-blowing, but as a result, you have these cool little holes all throughout it. And it just gives it this different appeal. You can't really get a cast wheel that shape. And of course, back here you have a bit more dish there. Another neat little detail I like. Of course, this is a bit nerdy. Love it. They've been driving maximum 46.4 PSI because of course 46 is not good enough, nor is 47, 46.4. In the front here, we have ventilation for the low temp radiators. I've had some people ask if it was similar to what is on the Elva. It is not because this one does have a roof. So that is just ventilation for the low temp radiators in front. But you can really get a good sense of how the designer had real free rein on how to make this car look really special and how to manage the air through it without those constraints of rest of world. Going from the mirrors here where you can see it diverts back to the high temp radiators. It's just everything is magnificent on this car. In the front, you have these little Allen key opening bits here where this is for the charger. I want to say this is for brake fluid here. Then you have your windshield washer here. And I'm totally spacing what's this one. I will find that out. Anyways, but you have these beautiful little Allen keys that they give you in a tool bag in the back, and you can pop these open, and that's how they open and close. Just an easy little pop open. And lastly, I want to show some of the accent lighting. So this driving lamp that you have here, the main headlight's going to be right here, but this driving light that you have here, this is milled out of a single piece of plastic on either side. So these are bits that you won't really find on any other production car because they're each made for each car. So let's go to the back, because I know I mentioned the taillights before. Have a look at that. Here are our brake lights. I have them on right now just so you can get a good idea. Your turn signal repeater goes on there. Other brake light right here, and then your third brake light is right here. That'll light up. But at night, seeing this car from the back, you'd genuinely mistake it for an LMP car. It looks mental. So this Sabre is number 7. You can see that dedicated on the side. It's got the Sabre number 7 on there. Now here, I want to go in and show some of the details inside. What makes the inside of this car special. So you have the door handle right down here. Pull that up. And first, let's start with the fuel cap. So you have a little button right here you press. That pops open. Beautiful little Paris blue gas strut there. And your fuel filler there. Push down the glass. Just like that. So here, let's hop in. And now that we are in the Sabre, I want to go over some of the details on this car that make it special. So you'll see it has this fade into Paris blue on the steering wheel. All of these aluminum bits, all the bright work that you see here in blue, it's done by a company called Cushmel out of Germany. So they do some of the finest bright works in the industry. And so every little touch point, everything you see throughout the car, it has this really nice feel to it. There's also this Alcantara fade. You can kind of see it through here. Goes from the black to the blue. It's just a really nice accent throughout. And then that's your view through the rear view mirror. It is mental, as it should be, because really everything about this car is made to be mental. It's an experience. And speaking of, let's start it up. That was good. So, I don't know if that's really going to come through, but it has a lot more rasp. Now, also, we are inside, so that's going to make a bit of a difference, but the sound is just incredible. It really is a special machine. And also, I know I said it, I love that it's on winter tires. And so, that is a quick walk around of some of the details. Now let's get to performance. So this has the M840TR engine. So what that means is it's 840 PS, that's 824 horsepower, 590 foot-pound of torque. It'll do 218 miles an hour, although to be fair, I think it might be able to eke out a little bit more. So there it is, the McLaren Sabre. I'm just glad it exists.
little bit more forward, but right hand down. Alright, you're good. Block all in. Just want to make sure you can open the door. The struggle.
Oh no!
We can't find it.
Oh,
Yeah.
up top.
Trying to find
By
the
the
door
start
handle
button.
now, guys.
It's up top
There we
by
go.
the start button. By the start button. By the start button. To the left of the start button, there's a little pull down. You're so close. Yep, pull right a little further to the left.
A weird spot.
A little further towards the left of the car, you pull down.